Hey, what's going on there, folks? It is Earthmaster. July 8th, 2018, about 9:40 p.m. here, Pacific Standard Time here on the West Coast in California, where they're definitely cooking down south in Southern California, breaking all sorts of records. They're up around 110, 113 degrees down there in Southern California. I think I'll take my 90s. It's pretty warm up here in Northern California, but just not that hot, and that's a good thing because I do not like the heat one bit. Anyway, taking a look at earthquake activity around the globe here. This is last 24 hours of earthquake activity. On the USGS side, we got 2.5 and above, and also earthquake activity from the EMSC website. The last 50 earthquakes there, 2.5 and above as well. And that shows some activity that the USGS does not pick up, like for example all this activity that's occurring over around the Mediterranean Sea and over there in this part of the world. Nothing big, nothing well, I guess they're kind of having some type of swarming activity over there. Quite a few threes and twos scattered about. Let me see if I can downsize this here just a tad bit. Go back here. Yeah, it's basically within the last day or so, it seems like we've seen an increase in activity within that region there. Cut it down to about just the 4 range there, and you can see a couple 4s there in that clutter of swarming activity, but nothing big, you know. But you just never know when you start seeing this swarming activity in this part of the world. The 4.3 centered around Central Mediterranean Sea region, and oops, let me go back here. Sorry, that's brought to you by the EMSC website. You can see the 4.3 near the Central Mediterranean Sea at a depth of 12 or 10 kilometers. So, you know, there's definitely a lot of activity occurring over there. Let me take it back, bring it back down to the 2.5 and above range. So we'll just have to keep an eye on it and see what becomes of it. 3.0 down there around the, looks like the El Paso, Texas region. Kind of strange seeing some activity down there, but yeah, 3.0 at a depth of 5 kilometers near Van Horn, Texas, just east of El Paso, Texas there. Nobody reported feeling it yet, but yeah, and 3.0, can't really, I don't think I'd be able to feel it. It all depends on what type of dirt you're standing on, you know, the ground beneath your feet. Taking a look at earthquake activity in California and Nevada real quick. Most recent map here from the Caltech website, education website. Pretty quiet, folks. Nothing really big to report. We did have a 4-pointer over in the Nevada-California line, 4.5 near Pahrump, Nevada. Pahrump, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And prior to that, looks like they had a couple smaller ones. Not too much activity following that 4.5, couple micro quakes up here, but other than that, I want to check the depth on this here real quick. 4.5, unknown type. Now once again, this here was about a day or so ago at a depth of 5.3 kilometers. And they say they're not for sure what type of unknown type. Now, that's kind of strange, but okay, I guess we'll just have to go with it. And I don't know, it's kind of strange. Earthquake activity in Hawaii continues, folks. The eruption of Kilauea Volcano continues, obviously, and Fissure 8 producing quite a bit of lava out through the crack there. I don't know. Maybe that's going to be the new home of the Kilauea Volcano right there. You know, maybe they better just get used to it. It's definitely a long-term event that they're looking at, folks, over there. This earthquake activity has not let up. This here is a 7 days, a magnitude 2.5 and above. Well, what do we got? 1,870 earthquakes, all pretty much centered right around the summit region, the crater area of the Kilauea volcano itself, and of course a little bit of activity down here along the southeast rift zone, or the east rift zone down here, which is expected with the continual flow of lava. But like I said, this is definitely a long-term event, and I don't see this letting up anytime soon. So as always, we're keeping an eye on it and continuing to bring some video out there during the live stream of the East Rift Zone. Also, sometimes we'll pop on the crater summit region instead of the live data that's coming up here. But not for sure what that is. But yeah, and the latest information here from the USGS website on the Kilauea Volcano, still pretty much the same. Nothing really has changed. They're talking about collapses here, and on occasion they do have about a magnitude 5.0 or a little bit higher. It seems like every other day or so. They're stating seismic activity dropped abruptly for several hours afterwards, but has since returned to 25 to 35 earthquakes per hour, a number of which are in the magnitude 2.3 range. Another collapse explosion is expected today. Inward slumping of the rim and the walls of that name continues in response to ongoing subsidence at the summit. I mean, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this, folks. Last time I got slaughtered by numerous people saying that I slaughtered the name, so I'm not going to even pronounce it. But like I say, activity continues, and it's like I say, this here is a live web recorder which I run on the live stream. Each one of these spikes right here indicating an earthquake, and this is roughly about every 2 minutes or so an earthquake is occurring. So if it keeps up like this, we're looking at, you know, probably close to a, I don't know, definitely right around 60, 80 earthquakes an hour, somewhere around there. Maybe a little bit less, I guess. My math is kind of bad right now because it's just been a late night, let me tell you, or a long day, I should say. But yeah. So anyway, definitely quite a few new lives or subscribers to the channel. I do want to welcome everyone out here. We do provide factual data out here from verifiable sources. I don't look at a webcam from somewhere and say, oh my gosh, it's Yellowstone, she's gonna blow. I don't, you know, I'm not going to get into it, but I'm not going to give you guys any false information out here when it comes to earthquakes, volcanoes, astronomy news, any type of solar weather data. I get all my information from verifiable sources, and also we provide links to those verifiable sources as well. But looks like a little small earthquake there in Southern California region just occurring, that 2.2. And down here by Bakersfield, I'm guessing. Close to Bakersfield, 2.2 just to the east there, up in the foothills mountains region. But other than that, I'm going to get back to the live stream here, folks, and hope everyone has a great day. You know, like I say, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I try to jump on here as much as I can and provide updates when I can. Like I say, I got a steady full-time job that I do away from here, and it's just it's taking up a lot of my time right now. But we have some great moderators here in the chat room that are willing and able to answer any questions out there that you may have and provide any links to any information that you're seeking out here. I mean, like I say, all this here is all public information. It's all very available to everyone out there. So, you know, no big earthquakes right now that I'm looking on the globe. We did have a 6.0 here a couple days ago up here on the northern part of the globe, but that since has died down a little bit and dropped off the map there with the 24-hour period expiring. But anyway, I gotta jump off here real quick. I hate to be short, folks, but like I said, I do want to thank everyone for jumping on, and we'll chat you guys a little bit later. Peace out.